It's Week 14 of the National Football League. And we've got the Dolphins' speedy running back, your standard at running back this season, pacing the league in rushing. It's the Dolphins and the Jets, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They coming off their very first loss of the year, suffered a week ago.
Yeah, it will not be a perfect season, but I'm interested to see how they bounce back now that they know that chasing the 1972 Dolphins is out the window.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they've been in a great group. Winners of 7 of their last 10 on the year.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. So here come the Jets to take over. Led at quarterback by a man back to full health in season number 20 now, and his second one in New York, and that's Aaron Rodgers. Rodgers going to come out throwing.
And we both know it's a league where they seemingly throw the ball just about every play. But watching him perform last week where he threw 3 touchdown passes still caught my eye in a big way.
Still kind of the gold standard, 3 touchdown passes, isn't it? And for his efforts last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I can't wait to see what he does this week.
Here's 2nd and 3. On the ground, it's the rookie from Wisconsin. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. They'll run with Allen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You talk about this Miami defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers. Here's a diving catch right side. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28. Now Allen. A strong running. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Throwing is Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. They'll give him 4 yards there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Anthony Walker giving that O-line fits. He gets in there to drop it. So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Well, the Dolphins head out, led by the NFL's leading passer in 2023. Now in his 5th season, Tua Tagovailoa.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3rd and 2. Tua going to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Charles, that's a route that you and I have seen time and time again in our years up in this booth, and that executed well, and a great throw, too.
And sometimes, even if you know it's coming, the execution will trump whatever you do on the defensive side of the ball. Plus, it was a well-thrown football. A nice, healthy gain right there.
2nd quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Tua to throw again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a pickup of 12. 2nd play in a row with a 12-yard gain. On play action, here's Tua. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 5.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Finally an incompletion. He was 5 of 5 before that last throw to start this game.
So he is human. All right, so we found out after the way he began, okay, he can have an incompletion here or there, but I love what they've done right from the word go. They just need to pay it off for the touchdown now.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle, and they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive, and even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run Achane.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Achane once more. Yeah, this time they get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he stopped at the 1-yard line.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Achane will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
And it was Devon Achane who finished things off with a touchdown reception. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Now a carry for Allen. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8.
Rodgers now to throw.
Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And he'll get about 6 there before he is taken down rather rudely and abruptly. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Finding Williams once more, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Now Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
To throw is Rodgers.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. They'll roll him out right. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Tua. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll begin in the AFC South in Nashville.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Dolphins offense and running back Devon Achane making their way back out. And here we are in the month of December with his name sitting atop the leaders in rushing yards as the season nears its end. Strong finish here in the final stretch of games could earn him the crown. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They begin the drive on the ground with Allen. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Here's Allen. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. They keep it on the ground. Allen again. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Dolphins offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. He's got a rushing touchdown in the game already as you check to see where he is ranked in rushing TDs coming into the weekend. Here's Achane to start the drive.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Here's Tua.
Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
And New York set to take the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line. Rodgers again now.
He'll find Williams on the slant.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 2.
Rodgers going to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Rodgers got to have this one. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25.
A quick throw there out to Williams. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they try the right side here. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown.
Braylon Allen with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets get a bit closer.
Zerline good with a PAT as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Well, the Dolphins offense and Tyreek Hill set to take over once more. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Tua sets up to pass it to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Now Tua. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Tua going to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Dolphins on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll run for it with Achane. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Gotta tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
On first down, back to Achane.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a jet was shaken up on that one.
We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Achane here, they stay on the ground.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle from 10 yards out. And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
And New York set to take the field.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Second down, 8 to go from the 28.
Now it's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And this offense on third down today, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. Now Rodgers.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. He's to the 15.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Braylon Allen.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The home team's offense and Tua Tagovailoa headed back out onto the field. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
Again, it's Achane.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
On 3rd down, Achane. And he is going to have a Miami 1st down, and the Dolphins are going to win the football game.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
To throw is Tua. That'll be caught by Hill.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Tagovailoa looking to throw it.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
Back to throw is Tua.
He'll buy some time right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Now Tagovailoa. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Achane. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so, but ordinarily.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Sanders on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And the drive finished off with a touchdown run from Devon Achane. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And able to get this out to the 25. The New York set to take the field. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments. And anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
Here's Rodgers. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brad, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Dolphins, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.